What's up, y'all? It's B Swish. We're here with the first video for the channel. You know, I'm excited about this. It's a start of a long journey. See how far we get, see how we go. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I just recorded the whole video before and shit was not recording at all. So that shit was tough. Shit was great content, and it's not even existing. So basically, I asked a few people I knew. I was like, you know, what would be some ideas for my first video? And a few of them was like telling me I should make a video on how I lost my V. So that's what we gonna talk about today. I was 17. I was a late bloomer myself. You know, I didn't really care too much going into high school about females and shit like that. I was just chilling, getting my work done, doing whatever. And then, you know, I just started seeing a lot of people. They were just like, I was like, yo, like, this shit look fun. Like, I'm like, come on, like, this shit look like a good time talking to these females and shit. I'm like, you know what, let me get into it, right? So, like I said, I was 17. It wasn't really nothing crazy. Like, I have no game, nothing. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue what I was doing. I had never really taken the females seriously before. And honestly, after that though, like, I still didn't take them serious because that shit was way too easy for what I did and how I got it. So, like I said, I was 17. I was chilling in, what class was that? I was chilling in geometry class, right? So it was the easiest class of all time. I never do nothing. I didn't have to do nothing. I would just ask my peers around me. I was, yo, let me get the worksheet. They would slide the worksheet over. I started doing that shit. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get down all the answers, everything, you know, chilling. Right, so I used to work in a water, and I used to work with my one man zone. My man Steve, man, he was funny as hell. We used to be in the kitchen all the time. That shit was goofy as hell. And he was always telling me like, yo, bro, like, there's one girl, like, he was always trying to tell me that she was trying to follow me, and I'm like, nah, because like I said, you know, I ain't really talk to females like that. I ain't have no game. I ain't really care at the time, so I was just chilling. So he kept telling me, and I'm like, bro, like, chill, bro, like, I'm good, I'm straight, whatever. So I was just sitting in that class one day, the stats class, and I'm like, yo, I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, yo, like, I want some ass. So I'm like, all right, let's go see if I can get some ass. And that female was the first one that came to my mind. So I was sitting there, I just texted her, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, the way this story came out, I should not have got no ass, honestly. I didn't spend no game, nothing. I just went straight to it. I was like, yo, what's up? She was like, what's up? And I promise you this is word for word how the conversation went. I texted her, I said, yo, is it true you fuck with me? She was like, yeah, why? Me being so innocent, not even innocent, me not having any clue of how the game worked, I simply responded. She fucked with me. I said, I could kill. I then texted her and said, can I kill? And the craziest part about it is she said yes. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. See, back then, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Now, that's some bold ass shit. Like, you gotta know, you got it on lock to just slide in the DM and say, yo, can I kill? Like, no, bro. So I texted her that. She said yes. I was like, all right, cool. What you doing later? She was like, I think she just said she got work later, whatever. I had work too though, so it wasn't a big deal. And then after work, we slid somewhere, you know. And personally, me, like, growing up, I was not allowed to have really nobody in the crib like that. Like, I didn't have no females in the crib. I barely had my friends over. And hey, my friends know, like, I love them to death, but like, I just don't like people at my house. Like, it's my space. So I told her to meet me at the local mall. I told her to meet me in the parking lot. And this is when I had the big body V. So it was nighttime. I think it had to be like 7, 8 o'clock. And I told her to slide through. She slid through, right? And she got in the car. And that shit was no talking. It was just straight accent. I was like, what's up? She's like, what's up? How you doing? I'm like, chilling, what's up? I'm like, And like I said, like I had no game prior, never tried nothing with nobody. I was cool. I was like, all right, so you ready? She's like, yeah. So best believe I dropped them fucking drawers. I dropped the drawers. And she did tell me though before she got there. She was on her period. And no, I know what you think, you 30-minded. No, I was not killing that on her period. No, not at all. So she just gave me head. And then I was like, oh, this is what this shit feel like? Yes, I was an innocent young man at 17 years old. I was an innocent young man. So sitting there in the back of my old Jeep, the big body, getting the neck. I was like, wow, like I've been missing on this shit for years. I felt a lot of teeth, and that shit hurts a lot. So me not knowing what had felt like before, I did know one thing. There should be no teeth on my dick. None. No teeth on my dick. That's what I knew. Should have been none of that. So whatever, night happened. She gave me the head. She went home. Next day, she was like, oh, I'm off my period. The next day, she said she was off the period. Best believe I was back in that same fucking parking spot in the same parking lot. Man, I ain't care about shit. Bust the rub open, put that bitch on, crack the window, threw the shit out. Yeah, and I was beating shit up. And the worst part was, you know, I had to turn the AC on because it was a little hot in there. My window started getting foggy, right? My window started getting foggy. You see on the back of my back window, you just see the hand marks, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is not good, cause like my parents borrowed my car sometimes. So knowing that A, my car probably smelled like pussy, and two, I had fucking hand marks all over the back windshield. I'm like, wow, like that's tough, cause I'm like, they're gonna start interrogating me and shit. I was not ready for that. So I'm sitting there, and you know, you first lose your V, you know that feeling of greatness. Slide it in, you're like, wow. So I was like, wow, I missed out on this for 17 years. That is crazy to me. And I had a great time. And lo and behold, I found out I was the best he ever had. I was a rookie. You know, when I mean rookie, I'm talking about you loading the park at 2K, right? You got the brown shirt on, you got the gray pants, you got the 2K generics on. I was a rookie. I was a pro one. And I was the best he ever had. Man, when I tell you, that boosted the confidence to a whole nother level. I was never the same since. I just turned into a dog. It was some rough times for real. And it was funny to me too, because I worked with the girl for about a whole year. Never cared, never tried nothing. Because I'm not gonna lie, I worked some of the other females in there. They look a lot better there. So don't get me wrong, like, I could have, but I didn't, because like I said, I had no game. So it was my first time, you know, everybody first time, you know, it's not gonna be the best time, it's not gonna be your best. But hey, I came out feeling like a champ. I was the happiest person on the planet. I was like, I waited 17 years for this, and this is what I've been missing on. That's my story. That is how I lost my V. Thank y'all for watching my first video. I appreciate it. More videos are coming soon, and we out.